At what age should we start training our kids to defend the faith? Well, I think the training of our kids actually begins before they're ever born. It begins with you. It begins with me. It begins with who we are and our own discipleship. And you can only take your kids really as far as you've gone. So it begins before you even have kids. It begins with your own discipleship, your own training. But then once you have kids, I think it begins as soon as they're walking and talking. But then in particular, those early ages, in classical education, they call it the grammar stage, really kind of first grade through about fourth grade. You focus on giving them the what. So you want to give them some good theology, give them the basics, teach them the attributes of God, teach them what the gospel is. Start telling them the what. Because in about fifth grade, I think by the time they're in fifth grade, maybe even in fourth grade, you're really giving them serious apologetics. Now, sometimes you'll deal with apologetic questions before that. But by the time they're in fifth grade, young people should be getting apologetic training. That's where their mind begins to make that shift. They're able to think more abstractly, and they begin to question, and you capitalize on that. I've worked with fifth graders. I have a fifth grader. I know that they're capable of thinking deeply about these things. And so we want to give them the why after the what. Sometimes we wait too long to give them the why. We think, high school, they're ready for that. No, they're ready for that a lot younger. Sometimes we never give them the why. It's just constantly the what. In fact, a lot of churches, kind of K through adult, all they get is the what. But I would say start with the what in those earlier years, and then by fifth grade, start giving them the why. And then it's a continually going deeper into the what and the why throughout their junior high and high school years. You'll continually give them that. And then eventually when they're in high school, hopefully if you've given them solid training, then the thing that you want to do is not just teach them the what and the why, but then give them opportunities to articulate it. This is kind of in classical education, it's the rhetoric stage. This is where they need to get it kind of from here to here. They need to talk about it. They need to engage in conversation. This is where you role play. This is where there's a lot of maybe Socratic dialogue with them, a lot of questioning them, forcing them to defend it, to articulate it, to speak it, to teach it. And of course, many of us who teach, we know that the best way to learn is to teach. And so start young with teaching your kids how to defend, and then give them opportunities to articulate it.